maybe I'm tripping. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with this shit. Moving on slow today.
Where you going? It's live, so.
I don't know. This internet is acting definitely trash today.
Yeah, don't say it too loud. I'll get mad.
What's going on with this
Beg-
foolishness?
beg-
Joe, I'm surprised you got good internet. Like this is this is a plus for you.
I got y'all on my phone. I'm really trying to put you on my computer.
Mm.
Because I don't know why people text me. They don't want to talk about nothing no other time. What do you talk about?
Okay, well, it looked
Yeah,
like he got to get some stuff together. So,
my damn head itching. It was
okay,
like,
we
Okay, now
yeah
so we was live. It's a tripping on my side. Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, okay. Visual late, thanks to the usual, but it's cool. So, did everybody see the video that was in the group chat?
Yep.
Lord help us.
Internet over there tripping. So I might have to pick up the slack, I guess, because he over there freezing, going in and out. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Well, anyway,
update video. So I'm just
Joe,
confused.
you did watch the
Very
video?
horribly today.
I watched, my internet was in and out too, so I didn't get a chance to. It wouldn't load all the way. I got bits and
Mm-mm.
pieces. So let's open that up. I wonder what's going on with the internet like this. This is annoying.
That's his stuff. So he'll be back on in a second because his stuff is going in and out. I don't know what's going on. This
Oh,
happens today.
girl, my damn book fell off the desk. And it's just, girl, look, we went live. He counted it down, and then now we still home.
It's fine. It's cool because we about to get started. Um, y'all already know how to
So
get
what was it like?
this.
And we can
So
be.
the first of all, let me start off because he done dropped off. So if you are joining us for the first time, welcome to Visual Prowess Podcast. We got some new people on, as y'all know. I am Marjay, all right, the one and only. Y'all already know Joe. PA's finest over there. All right, Miss Key, you want to introduce yourself or you want me to do the honors? You on mute. You gotta unmute your mic because we can't hear you. Okay, now you mute. So now it's off of mute. So you got some. No, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. All right, we're gonna get
Why
to
would
you too
you
in a
do
minute. So it's a bunch of technical difficulties apparently. I'm gonna get to you in a second. So this is Key's first time. This is Miss Kiana. All right. Go ahead, smile for the people, Kiana, because we can at least see you if we can't hear you. You're looking beautiful. Three beautiful. Oh, God, we just look so good on here, I must say.
dripping,
Mm,
dripping chocolate?
yes. Dripping in chocolate. You know
Dripping in
what
chocolate.
I think? I think we might need to change the topic while we
We might need to change the
this
topic.
might be
I ain't
this
changing,
might be a man bashing
Looking at
changing the
station.
goddamn thing. I ain't changing shit.
good looking ass black women that don't need
Nigga,
a host
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
nigga, leave for one quick second, and here y'all is fraternizing.
taking over.
Okay, yeah. So we
Period.
rocking now.
Fool.
Okay, we
So,
kind
but
of rocking. Key got some technical difficulties, so yeah, we're gonna get that fixed real quick. So you wanna go ahead and get started?
what she can't hear, she can't see. What she got going?
We
Out.
can't hear her.
Okay.
Try to say something, Keon.
Somebody say Clee for president. See, I respect that. See, you know what I'm saying? Good looking. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do my thing.
All right, y'all. I'm about to dip out. I'll be right back.
hmm So today's topic, man, we're gonna speak on this. Not love and happiness, but broken happiness.
Love will make you do right.
So, yeah, no.
Love will make you
Uh,
do right.
Joe, you
Let's
like
do
a broke? You down with a broke man? You like a broke man?
well. For number one, first giving honor to God who is the head of my life.
Mm.
And good afternoon to your viewers. This is what I will say about the topic at hand. When in reference to me, I'm not broke, so I'm not dating a broke man. And when I say broke, what I'm saying is you need to have everything that I have. I have a car, you need to have a car. I have my own house and 3 rent homes. You need to have at least one house. You ain't gotta have the rent homes, but you need to have a place to stay. You need to be on your job. I've been on my job. I've been working in education for over 13 years. You need to have some type of career. You need to have everything that I have, basically, pretty much. So if you ain't got no car, I'm definitely not about to date you and you don't have a car. Where are we gonna go?
Okay,
How are we gonna get there? I'm
so,
just saying. I mean, I'm not
so,
judging.
so, just somebody just treating you right don't count.
Well, I mean, you can treat me right, but I mean, honestly, why do you even need to be even pursuing anybody and you have no place to stay?
I ain't asked you that though.
But I'm just
I
saying.
asked you,
I mean,
I asked you a very
have
specific question.
together. 'Cause see, you have your shit together, I have my shit together, and then we come together and we put that shit together. And now you know I can take care of myself as well as take care of you, and vice versa. I mean, I
See
just
that?
think it should be an
That
even exchange. Nobody needs. I ain't say you had to have a 700 credit score, because shit, my shit ain't a 700. But we need to be able to come up together. Like we need to be able to meet somewhere. And we can't do that if you're working at McDonald's and you have no car and you live with your mom.
yeah, but if I was pursuing you, it wouldn't matter if you was at McDonald's.
Okay,
Most of
so
y'all,
well,
most of y'all don't have nothing but retail experience anyway.
I mean, at least I got a job though. That's good. And I'm saying,
Oh,
I mean,
oh, wait, fuck that.
I'm a
No, no,
I'm a
no.
man that
So
work at. If you're working
wait,
at McDonald's,
all the
that's
way,
fine.
wait.
But
You
if you're
no,
planning
no, ma'am,
at
no,
McDonald's,
no. I'm about to have to mute you, Joe, because I know you ain't to sit up there and say, "Oh, if I'm working at McDonald's, I'm not good enough." But if you working at McDonald's, at least I got a job. Man, Joe, go to hell.
but
Go
I
straight to
didn't
hell,
mean it
man.
like that.
Go to hell.
I didn't
Do
mean it
not pass go, go collect
wait a
no
minute.
food stamps, go straight to
Right.
fucking hell. Cause
I
you are
didn't mean
out of
it like
line with this shit.
I didn't mean it like that. Okay, so you can work either one. I mean, you can work. Let McDonald's be your second job. McDonald's can't be your first job. What you gonna do with me?
Go,
What you gonna help me
go.
do? Your McDonald's check, that's a week, boo.
What you gonna help me do?
That's a couple of
What you
burgers.
gonna help me do? Me meeting you at McDonald's. What the fuck you gonna help me do?
But I'm just saying, that's not the
Why
only
you?
thing. First of all, McDonald's ain't gonna be where you gonna catch me because Big Joe like money, baby. So Big Joe know how to make money. I can take care of me. You know, I need
I
people
like the
to
way we
take care
talk in
of you.
general. And when you get pushed up against that wall, you internalize it. Oh, I got money. I ain't did that, but it was all in general when we were talking about the man at McDonald's. But now that your ass at McDonald's, at least I'm trying. At least I got a job. But that shit don't count when
Anybody
he got
that's
it. Boy,
working at
y'all,
McDonald's, at least they
boy,
try
ain't
to do
hitting no
something.
shit. Ain't hitting no
But
shit, boy.
that's that conversation for them youngsters. I'm gonna be for real, motherfucking for real with you. I'm fucking 40 years old. And my nigga McDonald's, I'm not gonna be able to do my light bill 170. I ain't gonna be able to do that.
So what if he
I
the
gotta pay
manager at
bills. I
McDonald's?
got 2 little people that depend on
What
me.
if he the
Right.
manager at McDonald's?
The manager is good too, but I mean, are you trying to be a? I mean, just keep working. I mean, I'm not saying
Keep,
nothing is better
keep
because somebody got to do it.
wow. Keep
If you
working to do
started
what?
out at the drive-through and you the manager now, big fucking ups to that. Like you just gotta grow. I have to
Grow.
be with that can grow. I don't really care so much as you need to be
Oh my
financially able
god.
to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Period. We ain't got no room. We don't need no prenups or none of that shit. The only thing that needs to happen is you need to have you and I got me, and then when we come together, we get each other. Period. I'm
So
saying
what?
that.
So what does the manager at McDonald's need to grow into?
Well, I'm saying if you're the manager at McDonald's, you might not stop there. You might want to go into
No, no,
corporate.
no, 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 no. You might want him to go into corporate because it sounds like you got a problem with him being the manager at a fast food
Well,
place.
no, I really don't have a problem with him being the manager
Okay, so
at
what? So
fast
what? What's the
food.
next step? What you want him to do after that?
Well, I just want him to get better. Like, you the manager, but are you gonna stop at the management position, or you want to work up and get your own franchise? You want to be a manager, a corporate manager, but I'm believing climbing the ladder. I'm gonna keep pushing you. I'm gonna keep encouraging you to get better. Likewise, encourage me to get better. We encourage each
Okay,
other.
so a
You
middle
can't
class, so a middle class man ain't enough.
a middle
'Cause that,
class man is enough. He
no,
good.
that ain't because that's the manager at McDonald's. That's 50, 60,000 a year. He clearly not enough.
I'm just saying. Okay, put it like this. Let me say
Ain't
this.
no, I'm just saying. You just said
Let me say
I'm
this.
cool with it as long as you moving up in ranks. And
But let me say this. If I meet somebody and he just so happens to be the manager at McDonald's, there's nothing wrong with that. I would definitely ask if there's anything else you would like to do. Do you want to go higher? I want to encourage you. I don't want you to change because I see better. I want you to want better. If you want something more, I'm all for that. Let's go. Hey, you want to be corporate over these stores? Let's study. Let's push. Is there a test? I'm just gonna pour into you, no matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? If you at McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, whatever. I don't want you to stay still. I gotta be with somebody that's gonna grow. So grow. Let's grow.
so what if he making more than you?
That's fine. That's even better.
Nah, that's not my point. My point is you saying, oh, for y'all that just got back, we talking about. She said out of her mouth, she can't date no man working at McDonald's, right? So I flipped it and said, okay, what if you was working at McDonald's? And she replied with, well, at least I have a job.
Well,
Yeah. So then
I think
I proceeded to ask her, so as a middle class man, not enough. She said it is enough. But he has to go from manager, store manager at McDonald's. He has to go up the corporate ladder for her to accept this, even though he might be
I
making more money
accept
than her.
it. I never said I wouldn't
So does
accept it.
so does that sound like a middle class man is enough?
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm gonna push whoever I'm with to go higher. I mean, shit, if you flipping burgers on the grill in December, you shouldn't still be on the grill. I need you to
But if
be.
he's making more money than you, Joe, who are you to feel like you need to
What you
update? You sound like you need an update.
listen. For one,
'Cause
you could
sound
never.
like you
The
behind.
only
He
way,
need
the
you
only
need an
way a
update.
man can make more money than me is if he get him 3, 4 jobs. Cause Joe got Joe,
Joe
beyond Joe.
got Joe got coochie between her legs.
Joe don't sell pussy. I
He
don't
still
sell pussy.
got it.
Pussy ain't for sale.
I hear you. That shit
I
sound good, Joe, but
make this lemonade and rent
you
these
still
houses. So
okay.
if you ain't trying to be financially stable, I'm not gonna be the woman for you. Okay?
If
I'm not gonna be the
well,
woman for you.
Joe, you know what? We gonna move on.
Yeah, please.
Cause you about to make me read you your shit.
Cause I'm
You
I'm so
can.
wait, cause I'm confused. We can't move on because I'm confused, Joe. Like,
What should y'all be confused about? I'm not dating nobody that financially can't take care of themselves. Period. I don't care what you work. You
but
can work.
if you work,
Say it
so he
again.
can work at McDonald's,
He can.
be financially stable, but he also has to climb the corporate ladder.
I'm not saying. I never said that he had to climb any corporate ladders. I said I would encourage him to do more. I'm going to
So
encourage
he
my
had to. He had
anybody
to.
dating. I'm always going to encourage you
Th-
to want more
No,
and
that
get
that
more. Because I never
no
stop.
no why you
I
want
always
him
get
to
more.
want more. You want him to want more because you feeling like you settling if he don't.
I don't feel like I'm selling. How can you tell me how I feel? I don't feel like I'm selling
Okay,
for.
so what gives you the right to wake up one morning and say, "Hey, baby, that shit you doing cool, but you got to step it up."
No, see, you're saying it as if I'm not telling him that.
What
But
would you
I
tell
would
him?
wake up. I wouldn't wake up one morning just upon meetings. I speak life into everybody, not just the person that I'm with. I tell my homegirls if they slacking, hey boo, hey, get up on your shit. Do more, keep going. I'm just an encouraging person. It has nothing to do about what I require. What I require for myself is myself. I'm never gonna
Yeah,
stop. I don't know about
but
everybody else.
yeah, but it's a difference between there's something you just doing and there's something that's a requirement. Because you
Well,
said
it's
you
not
could
a
not
requirement.
date him.
It's not a
If he
requirement.
stopped at store
But
manager, you
if you
couldn't
fuck
date him unless
around
he
me,
goes up the corporate
I'm gonna
ladder.
encourage you.
That's that. Yeah, that's you selling a ticket on it because
How?
you can't say I'm just trying to encourage you. But if he's fine where he's at a store manager, financially stable, and then you keep saying he needs to go up the corporate ladder,
Said that I
you're
kept,
not fine with it.
nobody said that I kept saying it. Don't take my scenario and make it what you need it to be
But you
to fit
couldn't
into
date
what you're
him.
trying to say.
No,
No,
no, you
no, no,
said you
no, no,
wouldn't
no,
date
no,
him.
no, 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 no,
You
no, no,
said you would not date him if he
no,
stayed at a store
no,
manager. He has to go
no,
up the corporate. We can
no,
replay it when this is over. Don't
no,
worry, I'll make a short about it.
no,
It's
no.
cool.
What I'm saying, as a repeat, I'm going to say it again. If you're in my circle, whether you be man, woman, friend, fuck buddy, whatever the fuck, whatever role you play in my life, anybody that's around me, I'm gonna always encourage you to go to the top. Now, if you decide not to go, that's going to be on you. But I am going to speak life into you. Now, is that a requirement for dating me? No, you're not required to do anything. I'm required to do what the fuck I do. Either you going to fit or you don't fit. But so a person fitting in my life, I don't base that based on how much they make or what type of job that they work. I don't do it like that.
This
But I will
conversation
say
was
that you
based
need to
on what type of job.
financially be able to take care of yourself because Joe can take care of Joe. So if you come into my life, you need to be able to take care of yourself. However that is, that you take care of yourself. I can't say
I wish I could rewind this in real time because you showed said that nigga could not. I'm not dating a nigga at McDonald's.
I
That was
mean,
your first thing.
I'm
I'm
not
not dating
dating
no
you. I'm
at
40 years
McDonald's.
old. I'm 40 years old. First of all, what 40-year-old man is working at McDonald's?
The store manager.
Okay,
Like,
so if you're the store manager, okay.
then
That's
you also said, yeah, I can date a store manager if he's trying to end up in corporate. That's not speaking
no.
life, ma'am.
I
That's not
said
speaking life.
I could date somebody that's a store manager, but I mean, there's ways he can work himself up to the top. I'm just going to encourage him, whether he decides to do it or not. That's his choice. I'm not making anybody do a damn thing. Nothing.
If Tierney, your turn.
I said what
'Cause
I said.
I'm not. She got her dancing shoes on. That's fine.
I
Thank you in
said
the comments. Something about she did say that. I know she said that
I said
because
what
I
I
was there when
said.
she said it.
I meant what
And
I
we
said.
gonna rewind it, and she gonna say it again
If your
and
ass,
again.
if your
And I'm
ass
gonna make
work at McDonald's, if your ass work at McDonald's, if that's enough to financially take care of yourself and everything you got going on, then more power to you. But I'm not the I don't think my lifestyle fits a man that works at McDonald's. Okay, I'll be honest with you.
So
Okay,
you said all that shit just to agree
I
with
was just
what I
about to say,
said.
then you should have just said that in the beginning. Like, that's all you had to say.
I mean,
You said all
well,
of
he
that
asking for the conversation.
to
I'll be honest
agree
with you. If I'm
with what
going
I
out,
just said.
if I go to Papados, I don't go to Papados and look at the prices on the menu. I order what I want to order, and when I get ready to pay, I take my card out. If you got a debate on taking your card out, don't know if you can afford it, then you might not be for me. I love seafood.
What makes
Exactly
you
what
think
that has to do with
that a
anything.
man that is like, what makes you think that a man who has that type of job can't afford to take you to Papados?
I didn't say that, T. I didn't say he couldn't. I just said if it's going to be a question, if it's something that's going to be something he has to think about, then that might not be. We got to be on the same wavelength. We got to be equally
First,
yoked.
first of all, let's get this on. Put this on the table immediately.
I did that already.
You don't need no money to go to Papados because that shit is not that expensive.
It's not,
So
but I'm just saying.
that's not really much of a flex. But
I'm just saying prices.
we're not speaking. No, because you're speaking in general when we set the criteria. The criteria was set for a manager who's making between 45 to 60,000 a year. The criteria was already set, so we don't have to talk about broke people. We said, I asked you, was middle class men good enough for you? You said yes, but then you had to encourage that middleman to go make six figures to be over middle class.
You don't have to make six figures though. But I'm still going to encourage you to do better. Why can't I encourage my partner to do better without worrying about his money, Cleve?
Because
I'm not understanding it.
Because if you weren't worried about his money, we wouldn't be trying to get him to change something.
Well,
Like,
I'm telling you
if he's making good
why
money.
I encourage people is because I'm an encourager. Did I not say that?
But if
I
he's making a decent amount of
but
money
I
where he's
encourage
Or
everybody to
maybe in your head you are an encourager, but
maybe I'm
maybe
encouraging you because
you
I'm
force
speaking life.
yourself on people. Maybe that's what that is.
What?
Because if he's making more money than you need more encouraging than him.
What are you talking about?
The criteria I set when this conversation started. This is the reason why I put a specific dollar
Yeah,
amount.
I just think you're
This
going
is
into
what
the back door of something like you're completely throwing me off at this point.
no, because I asked you, okay, so what if he's the store manager and he makes more money than you? You didn't
What
answer the
if he's
question. You
a
just
store manager? What if he makes
you
more money than me? Okay, so
you
what?
didn't answer the if you let me finish the fucking sentence, you can get it. You didn't answer the question on if he made more money than you. Then what? You said, "Oh, ain't no man gonna make more money than Joe because Joe got 3 rent houses and Joe got 18 jobs and all this other shit." You didn't answer the question. So if he makes more money than you at a middle class job, who needs more encouraging, him or you?
Everybody needs encouragement. I don't
Man,
give a
I'm done. T, we gonna just go ahead because she over here. She got the best tap dancing
yeah.
shoes I've
Done.
ever seen in my
You take
life.
me to a
So,
place. I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to stay
so
because you're doing the
this,
most. But yeah, let's go. On.
you know what? T, you got to take it from here, baby.
Yeah, please do.
Take it from here.
I don't even know what to say. At this
That
point,
whole thing is like I like to hear people, but I also like I don't like when Go ahead.
you don't like what, Joe? What you don't like?
We can go on.
What you don't like?
She don't like to hear her
What?
own words. That's what she don't like.
No, I don't like when I say something, don't perceive what I'm saying and take it to make it fit into what you need it to fit into.
No,
I encourage
I
everybody.
repeat
I
verbatim.
encourage everybody. My encouragement does not
I
come with
repeat
a
verbatim.
stipulation. I need to
That's what you
encourage you
said.
because I want more. Let's be clear. Joe don't need not a damn thing from nobody. I take care of me. So again, like I said,
That
you can
has
be the
nothing
store
to
manager,
do with
be the store
anything.
manager. But I'm always gonna encourage you to do your best self. Is that the best you can do? Okay. If it's not whether he's making more or less than me, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna encourage you because I encourage everybody. But I'm
That is
good.
fine. That's
I'm done.
fine. You said
Next
all
question.
that again, and you have yet to answer the question on who
What
needs
question?
more
I
encouraging
answered
if
it.
he
You
makes
probably
more.
didn't hear me.
No,
You
no,
too
no,
busy
no.
fucking
You
talking like
no,
you said.
because you deciding to answer the question solely about the man. If I said he makes more money than you, who needs more encouraging, him or you? You have refused to even answer that
What
question
about?
because you
I'm
know it's
not. I
you.
didn't refuse to answer that question. That's not an answer. Who needs more encouragement? Everybody needs encouragement. Why? I need encouragement anyway. I don't care if I'm making 6 figures, 7, 3, 4. I need. Everybody needs encouragement.
So
What are you talking about?
T, take it from here.
Yeah, please take it because I would think if I'm encouraging a grown ass man, he would be encouraging me too, Clee. Period. Next
It's
question.
it, it's
Move on.
fucking it's amazing how when it comes down to
It's
finances,
amazing how you try to make
everybody.
that be something I just
It's amazing how when it comes down to
don't
finances,
mute me. Don't
we
mute me.
all when it comes down to
See
finances,
how you don't want to hear the fucking truth.
when it
It
comes
doesn't fucking
down
matter.
to
I don't need your
finances,
fucking
we
encouragement.
will go out of
If you
our
want
way. To,
encourage me.
Baby,
it's amazing how
this
we
Man,
go out of
you're
our
my man,
way.
encourage me. Period.
It's amazing how we
clear.
go out of our way
You cannot
to
do
talk
that.
about
Yeah.
finances when it comes down to men and how much they need more encouraging. But as you see, when she was not making more money than the man, she doesn't need encouraging to make more money. She's fine. Or am I the only one who heard that?
Y'all can't talk over each other. Y'all can't do
We
that.
not. That's why she's going. So am I the only one who heard that? If I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping. But she sat up here and went in a big ass circle about encouraging that man to make more money, which is fine. Make more money. Everybody should be comfortable when they're living. But you're not going to put a standard on that man, and your ass can be sitting up here working retail, making less than him and feel like I don't need encouragement, at least I got a job. Because she said that earlier. Well, if I work at McDonald's, at least I got a job. So what are we doing here? Unless I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping.
I'm not saying you're tripping, but you gotta hear each other out. Is all I'm saying. Like you can't just.
In the words of the great Ray Charles, I ain't got to do a goddamn thing.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Because I gave her a chance. I set the criteria. She ran in circles for almost 10 minutes and didn't answer. So that's just what it is. Everybody in this comment section has heard her say the exact same thing. If that man is a store manager, he needs more encouragement because he got to be in corporate to date her. But if she works at McDonald's, not even a manager, just at McDonald's, at least she got a job. So, moving on, there's a little video that brought into this topic. I don't know if y'all saw it, but let's see if I can play this one time.
Don't worry about me. Worry about your mammy. I'm in the middle of doing my hair, but I have a question. I seen somebody ask. They said if a man is broke, can a woman truly be happy with him? But in my head, can a man truly be happy if he's broke, period? Because it seems like we can love a man that's broke, but he is just so unhappy that it trickles down into the relationship because his vibe is so off. And since he feels like he can't provide, he has to show his masculinity and other things such as cheating, showing that I can get all these women even though I don't have money. And he kind of overcompensates that with sex. Like, so when I seen the question, like, could a woman truly be happy with a broke man? Can a broke man truly be happy with a woman? Because most men don't like not being able to provide, not being able to do. So I would like y'all opinion on it.
How you feel about that? What y'all think?
You know what? I would love to hear from Kiana. This is her first podcast. So I would love for her to go ahead. Because she's a podcast virgin, y'all. In case you didn't know.
Matter of fact, before we get into that, which is it's a good question. Good question. Nobody asks. What is the definition of broke?
You want the textbook version, the textbook definition, like
no, we need the more realistic vote. So in today's society, what is today's definition of broke?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the definition to most people would just be not able to afford the lifestyle that the person you're chasing. I'm gonna go ahead and say that because there's a lot of people who will approach other people and not make enough money.
Hey y'all.
Hey Diamond.
Here we go with this audio bullshit again. Hold on. No, baby.
We can hear you, Diamond. Okay, she'll be back. But there's a lot of people who will say, well, if you can't afford the lifestyle that I have, then you broke. Then you can't afford me. So automatically, if you're not living up to the standards of the person that you're pursuing or the person that you want or whatever, then you automatically broke. That is the definition, the generational definition that we got now.
So basically, and it's universal. It seemed to be universal.
Well, so even if you make, let's say, even if you make $70,000, and if you're not able to afford certain things, and you technically still consider broke to the person who outside looking in. I guess the person who's really caring more about the finances.
Well, that's cool, and I'm a believer in if you set your own life up to be a certain way, then you want to maintain that life. So I agree. The problem comes in when everybody think universally they can have that same type of demand. So most of these people don't even have a lifestyle to maintain. But just because they got a man, they want the top of the food chain type of man.
That is true.
Hey y'all, my bad.
Hey, girl.
Trying to get these
So
kids situated.
right on. So Key, you go. You what's up? What's up? What's your definition of broke, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, just piggybacking off of what T said there is basically, for me, my question was, does it depend on the lifestyle of the person? And you guys pretty much just hit it on the head. Like when you're dealing with a certain type of person or a woman or a man, whoever makes more money, if you want to sustain that lifestyle, you would go for someone who's making what you're making or at least more than that. So, yeah, that's what pretty much I was gonna kind of get to.
Gotcha. So Diamond, what's your definition of broke?
I was reflecting on the topic prior to me joining, and I was trying to think about where I was and where I am now, just in life. And I've lived on both sides of the spectrum, right? I've been homeless with a newborn, didn't know where my next dollar was gonna come from, didn't know what I was gonna do. So I was broke. Where I'm at now, I feel like if once I get my paycheck, if all my bills are paid and I don't have nothing I can put in savings, I don't have anything left, I still consider myself broke. But just to dig deep, broke was when I had nothing, when I had nowhere to live, when I didn't have anything. But I mean, when I was in that particular situation, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I wasn't looking for somebody else that was homeless. I wasn't looking for somebody that had money. My focus was how quickly can I get myself out of this situation? So, I was, I don't know, I was kind of reflecting. So, like, just in general, in a nutshell, broke was when I had nothing. When you have nothing, when you don't know where your next dollar gonna come from, how you gonna feed your kids, where you gonna stay. That's broke. But the mindset was to how quickly can I get out of this? You know, when I was in the homeless shelter for battered women and children, they told me I had 45 days, and I was like, how can I get out of this in 25? Like that was my only focus, and I was not trying to be with anybody while I was in that state. So broke is broke.
So what it sounds like, your definition of broke is below the threshold of surviving.
Correct.
I think that's a pretty fair definition to consider what broke
What?
is.
You agree with me on something? Let me find out. You been sipping on something? What you sipping on the next cup?
Don't do that.
I agree, Diamond. Like, what's going on?
Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's in the
You
interest of
agree with
fairness.
me?
Hey, don't. I just had to. Hey, what I'm saying is thinking on the interest of fairness. See, when we talking about what's broke, when we talking about fairness across the board, we're talking about for men and for women. So when we come down to, of course, when y'all get a man, y'all want y'all life to drastically upgrade. But if you didn't pick the man that can drastically upgrade you, then you got to go through the growing pains. And it seems like nobody really want to go through it. It's like I'm a get the man, even though he ain't got the money I want. I'm gonna get him and see, can I motivate him to be better? And then all this trauma come on the back end of that. And now we stuck in this situation where men ain't this and women ain't this, and now black women and black men can't even get along because it's when we single, we like to say shit like, I ain't got it all, but at least my bills is paid. But when we get somebody, we don't keep that same humility. Why?
Because when we get somebody else, we expect our lives to escalate. We don't expect to be in the same spot. So if you're with somebody, if I'm paying bills, but I really don't have much else after that by myself, when I get with somebody, then I shouldn't just be paying bills and still not have, something left over. We should pay bills, and we should still have an amount that we can go out, or we can, save for this, or we can, put this to the side. Like, we should still have something left over if it's now 2 incomes instead of 1.
Yeah, but if you didn't have nothing left over when you was paying the bills when you was single, yeah, I don't even appreciate the 50% discount.
Of course, people appreciate the 50% discount, because if my
Yeah.
rent goes from $1,000 to $500, or to if you paying majority and I'm only paying like $300, that's a cut, a huge cut. So of course I would be happy for the
No, you to a degree, that you're getting it, but if he was a real man, he'll be taking care of all of these bills. This is the conflict that we're having today. So this
Well,
is not
he
something I
was a
just
real
pulled out
man
the sky.
before he got to me. He was taking care of all his bills on his own. So he was already a real man when he got here.
Which is true, but that's not how y'all look at it once y'all decide to be with that man.
Because in all honesty, if he's still taking care, if I move in with him and he's taking care of his bills, still 100%, and all I did was add to, him, my check is basically free. I got a free check to do whatever I want with it. So at that point, I really should be, saving for this or buying this or doing this, because he's taking care of the bills. His lifestyle never changed. He's still doing the same thing that he was already doing. So in all honesty, I'm not even taking the 50% discount. It's really 100%.
Well, I mean, the most of this shit is because nobody really had grown folk conversation about getting together with nobody. Everybody, we just pretty much say the same thing over and over. Oh, my ex was like this. He cheated, she cheated. They didn't work. They didn't help me this. They didn't hit me. All that. We say the same. We just give somebody a sob story. We don't never ask nobody, hey, what is your debt to freedom ratio? Because if I don't know what your debt is, how can I expect you to pay 100% of these bills, or pay 60-40 or 70-30, when people don't even understand? If you meet a man that's even making 6 figures or above, 9 times out of 10, he's still paying student loans. That is nobody thinks about what the person had to do to even make that much money. So if I got student loan debt, a mortgage, credit card bills, if I got some kids, how do you walk into a situation like this man, just because he is a man, he need to take care of me and probably some other people's kids that I'm bringing to him? Like the conversation from earlier. Don't really want to bring it up, but you women can get picked at your lowest. You can get picked at Taco Bell. You can get picked at Ross. You can get picked cashier at the mall. You can get picked and get married, and that man is not going to look at you a certain type of way. But if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all don't even remember what people even look like handing your food through the drive-thru, because y'all not looking. They invisible to y'all. And not taking up for them, but it's just a kind of hypocritical to sit up there and act like we are fair across the board. Yeah, y'all make y'all own money for you and your children, and if you help out with the family, you help out with it. But our money goes to everybody but us. Stop. And I think that's kind of the misunderstanding of the men's frustrations when we're talking about this, because no man want to walk around here and feel like no wallet. So when y'all saying stuff like, oh, I'm gonna encourage him to move up, I'm gonna do this, like, most of y'all resume is multiple failed relationships who you couldn't encourage them men to do anything. So really, you're not even the person of encouragement. That's not even your role. You don't even know what you're doing.
Well, I don't necessarily think that that's fair, because just because they couldn't encourage that person, that you couldn't make that person get up and do something. That's not on the person who's encouraging. That's on the person who has the lack of ambition. Like if I'm sitting here telling you the same thing every day, like, hey, why don't you try to do this? Hey, why don't you try that? Hey, you know this job makes more money. Hey, you know we can do this if you get this job. It is up to you to take that advice and to listen to what I'm saying. That's not. I can't hold your hand and walk you through the process. So that doesn't make me a bad encourager. That just makes you hard-headed or lazy or, you know, less ambitious. So I don't think
Yeah,
that's
but
a fair assessment to say that you're not an encourager just because you can't make somebody do something. There's only so much you can do.
yeah, but we try to disguise the selfish shit we want by putting sweet words on them, encourage and all this other like if the thing that the criteria is set, we're not talking about below surviving. That's our definition of broke for the duration of this podcast.
Mhm.
Below surviving. We're not talking about below surviving males. We're talking middle class and up. And for the sake of argument, we're talking about the middle class. So that's middle class is between 40 and 75 to 80,000. Middle class. So if you don't even make that type of money and you making sure that you go out of your way to say, oh, I'm going to encourage them to be better. You're not trying to encourage them. You're trying to make yourself comfortable with them because you might feel like you settled because they don't have a lot of money. So we not going to say, you don't make enough money. We got to. Now is encouraging is different. You might see something that I don't see because I'm not even thinking about it. You might bring something and put something on the table, and now that I did it, we the whole house is prospering for what's going on. It is not encouraging to say in a sweet term, but I don't like the sugarcoat. You're basically saying, what you doing is cool, but I'm not comfortable with this, so you need to step it up. That's what you saying because that's what we hear. Like it doesn't matter what y'all say. This is what men hear. I'm not good enough in my present state. Even if the conversation was, you make substantially less than me, where I am right now, still not good.
So yeah, I don't think it's ever just encouragement or just trying to get, to another step in life. Y'all really just hear it's like what I'm doing is not enough. That's what y'all think it is.
Yeah, because 9 times out of because most time when y'all bring that up, we didn't had dialogue before that. You didn't complain or you didn't voice your frustrations about something before that. That's just like when women make sure they tell you or keep it on your mind, hey, I ain't trying to do this girlfriend forever. I'm trying to be somebody's wife. You're trying to force your influence to make yourself comfortable. That is selfish.
I disagree.
You think so?
I don't think it. No, I don't. Because if we came into the situation and you knew that the person was wanting to be a wife and not a girlfriend, then how is that trying to force your influence if it's you already know that this is what I want? If we've already discussed time frames and all this kind of stuff, why are we still?
Who discussed time frames?
Y'all, the couple has
The
discussed
man?
and the woman. Y'all discussed them together. Is what I'm saying.
It's a different conversation when the man bring it to you. It's more organic.
I'm not saying that the man necessarily brought it up. I'm saying if you are in a talking stage and you say, and the woman is bringing like, hey, y'all are discussing what you want from the relationship. Like, well, I really don't want to be a wife a girlfriend after 3 years. I would prefer to be at least a fiance and married before 5 years. Like,
and that's fine. But we still don't even understand the debt to freedom ratio. But you can say you got 3 years to marry me. We don't even know what the books look like. So that's why it's like people get married for some of the stupidest reasons just because they tired of hearing a woman talk about it. And then you end up in a marriage and then you end up in a divorce. Like we all know since little girls, the end game was marriage, family, kids. That has never changed. So thinking you have to voice that is just really redundant for no reason.
You have to voice it now because the end game for the man, it seems to have changed. If our end game is still marriage, family, kids, whatever, it's not really the same for the man right now.
No,
Or at least
because
that's the trend.
no,
Not the
because
same.
it's not that the fact that men don't want family. It's the fact that men are tired of taking financial losses because y'all keep upgrading what you want. Y'all keep upgrading it so much, men have to keep building to satisfy y'all because we do everything for women. We gonna keep up, and then when you get tired, so you get to wake up and just not be happy today. And I don't want to be in this family no more. And then you get to leave, but you don't leave gratefully. You got to take something with you. You got to take what I build to ultimately make you happy. And now I have to rebuild myself. And now I'm looking at the next person like, I don't want to take this financial hit, this emotional hit, because y'all change like the wind. Y'all keep upgrading with the trends. Everybody don't want to keep up with trends.
That's true. I mean, there's no argument there. But even still, like there are a lot of, I think there are a lot of people that are in relationships that I'm gonna agree with you that they don't even have the conversation about finances. Like that never even really comes up. They're just like, okay, well, we can afford to go here and we can afford to do this, so of course we can make it through life. Like it's not as easy as people try to make it be. But I'm not gonna say we're not all trying to keep up with no trends.
Look, man, we do not have to keep saying everybody. I'm not speaking about everybody only. Like we know
but
that.
I
If
know
we
that.
have to,
What I'm saying is like you should people should figure that out in the dating phase. Like there should be no, oh well, she just suddenly started acting like this. Like no, like she was showing you signs of what she was before y'all even got into the relationship. So what I'm saying is there's not gonna be one day where a woman just decides to up and leave for absolutely no reason. And so I'm saying that the signs are there. She's showing you in the beginning, and I feel like the man, y'all ignore them because you're focused on one thing. You're focused on it's my job, like you say, your roles, protect, provide, whatever. So if you're so busy in that mode and you're ignoring the signs of what the woman is showing you, whose fault is it really?
yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about finances.
I'm talking about finances because if you're steadily bringing money home, you're steadily doing what you're supposed to do, you're providing for the household, and so in the beginning, yeah, she's cool, but there are certain signs in the beginning. It's also like clearly I'm not doing enough because she's throwing subtle hints like.
But why are you throwing subtle hits for a relationship you accepted?
Why is she throwing subtle hints?
Yeah. Like why are you throwing subtle hints about you being uncomfortable with finances and you accepted the relationship?
Because that's what people do.
You know why people do it?
Because they're trying to keep trends.
No, because they know they can't wake up and go get that 6-figure man. So let me get a middle class and build them up to 6 figures because I can't roll out of bed and go get one.
Getting a 6-figure man is really not that hard.
You think so?
Yeah.
You willing to accept everything that comes with it? Are you willing to accept everything that comes with it? Or are you going to try to get into it and alter it?
But what I'm saying is getting a 6-figure man is not that hard. Now there are certain stipulations that people don't want to deal with, but it's not hard to get a 6-figure man. You just don't want to deal with what comes with it.
One, it is very hard.
Is it?
Because everybody don't fit the criteria of what a real man with power and money is looking for. Everybody can't roll out and just get something like that.
No, everybody can't. But there are certain people who
exactly. So it's not easy. And then if you have to give up your non-negotiables and bend and break your rules, like you still don't got the 6-figure man. You still lose.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, I can definitely agree that those conversations don't happen. Like reflecting back on just my personal experience with my husband. I mean, he was living on his own. He didn't have kids. He didn't have any you know, extra baggage, no habits. You know, he was living on his own. And, you know, I came into the relationship with this 1 year old, and I had already just came out of that homeless state. So like we dated for 4 years and lived in two separate houses. And when we finally decided to get engaged and get married, we never had that conversation. It actually didn't become a conversation until it was a problem. Like we never talked about, okay, what is your perception of what a man should actually do when they're in a relationship financially, you know? I was always so used to doing things on my own, and he was always so used to doing things on his own that it kind of did cause conflict. We never talked about, okay, well, how do you feel about joint bank accounts, or how do you feel about splitting bills down the middle? How do you feel about what a savings should look like, or what you should do, or what your future looks like? What do you see yourself in 5 years? Like those questions never came up, and I feel like they should, you know, you should have those conversations. So, I mean, you know, I'm with y'all. It's a messed up world that we in now, and everybody, like you said, Clee, I agree with you. Do things for the wrong reasons. Sometimes it could be intentional or not intentional. You know, sometimes those things just don't come up, and I don't know why. Like it don't come up until it's a problem. I don't know.
So back to the topic at hand. So can women be happy with a man who's not financially at a certain level? Do we believe that women can just be happy with just surviving? Just
I feel
surviving
like
okay.
I feel like the simple answer is no. But I also feel like you have to understand where each person is mentally. Like if one person is okay with just surviving and the other person isn't, then it's not gonna work. Like both people have to be on the same accord. Um, and the ultimate goal is, you know, do you want to continue to live like that? You know, do you want to continue to have to move in and out your mom's house and still be okay? You know, if one person is on board and the other one's not, then no, you can't truly be happy. You can't. The goal should be ambition and to get out of that situation. So I mean, the easy answer is no. I mean, but for podcast sake, I mean, both people have to agree. Like you both have to agree in order for there to be a chance at being happy.
Mm. What up, Key? What you got? Can a woman be truly happy with a man that's his ceiling is surviving? Because before you answer, because I don't think we understand that somebody has to wash dishes, somebody has to be a janitor, a bus driver, somebody has to do those jobs, and it's more of those jobs than it is of high six figures and multimillionaires. So can a woman be truly happy with a middle class man?
Actually, I want to flip that from a woman's perspective. Speaking for myself, honestly, say, can I be happy with, or can a man be happy with me knowing that I'm quote unquote broke? Honestly, like she said, the simple answer is no, because if I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm quote unquote don't have no ambition for anything, or I'm not where I need to be, I can't sit there and want to be in a relationship with a person knowing that I'm where I am in life because I'm not happy. How can I expect for someone to come into my situation with me to try to make me happy when I'm not happy within myself because of my situation? It doesn't work. Um, so to flip it back, no, honestly, I don't think a man can truly be happy in a relationship with a person if he's broke. Um, given if he had the same mindset that I was using for myself, honestly. Now, if we're talking, say, based on a lifestyle, sheesh, man, that one's a little bit questionable because women can go for any type of man. They can be broke, they could have money, but I guess it just really depends on the person, the way he walks, the way he says anything. Honestly, like some people, they can persuade you that they just this type of person, and you'll be able to settle for that as a woman. Some women do, but for the man, no.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Like men, like finances and establishing and achieving, that's like a big part of men being men. Like, so for the most part, y'all really don't have to try to force it into a man's head because he already having that mental battle with himself. So, okay, let me see what you say. So the question is, do a man have to already be established to be worthy of a woman? Um, that would be ideal if I believe if women could just pick, they would just pick the already, move in ready type men. So no, you don't have to necessarily be established to be worthy of a woman, but you have to understand there's certain words that you may not can use, like submission. Might can't use that if you ain't got it. Just that's just what the guys. That's how the game go. So so if you're not paying 100% of everything, understand, you might come into some complications. You might bump heads on some things because she's spending her money too. So but that just kind of go. I just think that um trying to force somebody to do something that they don't want to do to make yourself comfortable, that's kind of more of a narcissistic trait. And I just feel like if that person is not, if you're not comfortable with that person where they at, you need to leave that person alone. Because women can use every trauma story they never went through to excuse themselves on why they so stagnant. Man can't do that. You can use the excuse, but nobody gonna stick with you. So when it comes down to it, men are tired of quote unquote suffering in silence with this foolishness. Got this dog down here playing with me. Um, men, yeah, men are tired of suffering in silence. So now, instead of trying to talk to you, now it's coming out like I'm lashing at you now. Now we fussing at y'all now. Like I seen a video. This dude asked this woman out on a date, and it got down to the chick coming, and he told her she gonna have to pay for her own meal. She didn't like it too much, and he was just kind of on some. Well, why would you come out to eat if you ain't got no money? And I'm just supposed to spend money on you. Are you gonna give me something in return? And now men are flexing more. So
He asked her out on a date.
he did, and I'm not saying that he was right for doing it.
No, okay.
But all I'm saying is this is the evolution of the monster that was created by always wanting to chase a different type of lifestyle. Because if you don't know how to get it, that means you don't even know how to listen to a man who got it, because you ain't got it. You don't know what it takes to even get here. You don't know the type of discipline it takes. Like, you're not willing to thug it out for a year or two until you get somewhere. 2-3 years until you get somewhere. You're just stuck on, I'm not going to be a girlfriend for 3 years. I need to be married. But you also claiming you want to build. but you also don't listen. And the person you want to build with already got past the steps you're trying to get to now. So a man, if a man is not providing, he's not accomplishing, he don't really feel like a man, and he only has a certain amount of circles that he's going to even attend to, even if he might not even have circles. Because when you put yourself in certain circles, men want to know who the competition is. Man, what you do, how much money you make, what they pay, and this, that. You don't want to be in that circle if they start saying some numbers that you ain't never even touched, even with overtime. You don't want to have that conversation. Like, I don't, y'all might think that men get together and just talk about vagina and all that, and just no. It is literally a sizing up. Like, men size each other up, especially if they don't know each other. Oh, they size each other up.
I need proof of that.
Shit. Let me get Matt back on here. Let me send a link out to Matt and get Matt back on here.
Oh, please.
He'll definitely tell you how this game go.
Please.
So it's just different things, man. But no, men have to have something. Because really and truly, we think that's the only way we can get respect from our woman.
Really?
Yeah. That's the only way we can get respect. Because it seems like y'all at y'all most happiest when we're just doing stuff for you. It don't seem like my existence or being around and loving you really makes you happy. It don't smile the same. So you don't smile the same the way when I'm around versus when I spend $800, $1,000, $1,200 on you for Valentine's Day or your birthday. It's a different type of smile. It's a different type of joy that you express. So we don't really feel like just showing up to the party is good enough.
Well,
tell me something.
I mean, I just said, man, don't no man want to feel like no wallet.
Well, I mean, that's understandable because nobody wants to feel like every time we come around, you asking for something or you want to do this or you're not good enough with this, you're not content with that. So, I mean, I get that, I understand that. But that could also be said for the other way around. Women don't want to feel like a wallet either. Women don't want to feel like like we just taking in some lost puppies. So,
well, stop talking to people that are broke. Under surviving. You met him under surviving, man. What do you think he know how to do? He know how to play a game and drop off some lumber. That's what he know how to do.
I mean, do you think that when you're under surviving, you're supposed to even be looking or dating, or should your main priority be to elevate yourself above surviving?
No, you're definitely not supposed to. But what I know about broke under surviving men, they don't chase relationships. They'll just stick around and use you as much as you're gonna let them use you. But y'all get to the point where y'all feel like a relationship with this broke individual is a return on your investment somehow. Even if he still, quote unquote, don't have the ambition, you will go from hooking up boyfriend and girlfriend to engage to marrying because you just like, I didn't put so much into this dude. I don't really want to take the loss. And you got to be willing to a great philosopher said, if you're not willing to walk away from the table, you can't negotiate.
Yeah, that's true.
Who said that?
Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
That don't make it less cold though.
That's
that
true.
Don't make it less cold. If you're not willing, if I know you not gonna leave me for cheating, I'ma keep cheating. You can't negotiate with me. You ain't gonna go nowhere.
Great
I don't
philosophy.
care for him. I don't care for him, but I definitely understand that the
Hey,
statement.
chew the meat, spit out the bones.
I do.
Chew the meat, spit out the bones. All y'all was shaking y'all head. Yeah, that was some cold shit. That right. You right.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do that.
No, I
Don't do
agree. I
that.
agree with the words. I definitely agree with the words because I mean, even thinking about those words as it pertains to a job, I mean, whenever my job offered me a promotion and they slid me that paper, I knew that if I was going to negotiate, it could go either way. I could counter and they can say, well, that's not for you. But I was willing to take that chance. So I mean, the words are. I agree with him. I'm not saying I agree with the person that said it. Like as far as
Leave
him
it
as a
where it's at,
person,
man.
because you called him
Leave
a
it.
great philosopher, and I don't know about that.
That wasn't some cold philosopher shit.
It was.
Man,
It
put that
was.
shit on a shirt or something. You like, and I had the same reaction when I heard it. I was like, God damn. I'm starting thinking about all my old relationships. It's like, God damn.
What I've been thinking about though is what you said, Cleva, what you were saying about us looking at the man that work in the drive-through or looking at the man that's the janitor. But you also said that we take them in broke. So I'm like, I just been thinking about that. I guess to answer my own question, you got to have that conversation because he could be in that drive-through and be a little bit above surviving, but we don't know that though, right? Unless we have that conversation.
Exactly. That is true. You don't know. This might be his second job.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
live.
even know. He might be paying child support. He might use the McDonald's to pay the child support while he got, a hot shot truck on the road. We don't know. But the thing is, y'all will get looked at regardless of your financial status. Just us being in a McDonald's uniform could, for the most part, makes us not even qualify.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So,
But conversations can change our perception on things, definitely. I mean, you gotta want to know, though.
but nobody wants to because nobody's thinking. I don't think y'all think about the family part of this. Y'all thinking about how can you make my life better, not make me better, make my life better. The extracurriculars around my life. How can you make that better? How can you make me and my kids' life better? Not it's it's not really a us for the most part, or for the people who's complaining and having these issues. You're not looking at it like it's a family, like it's for us. It's like I'm doing all this to make her happy. I'm doing this. I just spent money on this. I just spent money on that. And then boom, she just woke up one day and what I was doing just wasn't enough. But you kept taking though, even though you've been felt like you were settling or you wanted more. Like you just kept it. Now you realize, hey, I'm gonna keep them for the time being because I don't want to go back to paying 100% of these bills by myself. For the ones who can't do it by themselves anyway. I know everybody. I pay my own bills. I got my own money. All that shit cool. But you don't want to pay your own bills. What you thinking over there, Kiki? Look like you got something on your head.
No, I'm just listening. Just listening.
So what's more important, some money or how somebody treat y'all for real?
For me, it's not about the money. It really is about how a person treats me because at the end of the day, like when it comes to money, I'm my own person. I'm my own human. Like I can go out and I could, provide for myself. I was doing it before I got with you. I'm gonna do it while you're here and I'm gonna do it while you're gone. Um, Honestly, like me, I'm not a materialistic person. So you doing for me is a plus, but is it a requirement? Not at all. So yeah, it's just basically for me the connection that we have, like the time that we spent together, um, us growing wherever we're going to go, whether it be just in a relationship, whether it be much more than that, eventually marriage, that's what matters to me. As far as finances go, it's a plus, but yeah, for me it's just more so the connection rather than the money. Money comes and goes.
Now, don't get me wrong.
True connection.
Do not get me wrong. There is a dollar amount. All y'all got a price.
I mean,
Yeah.
I give
I
you
was about
that.
to say,
No,
yeah, there's definitely a dollar.
we ain't that humble to where we ain't all got a price.
Yeah.
Everybody on this live right now got a price.
And I give you that. I can agree with that.
And you should.
Mm.
There's a threshold to where it starts getting a little uncomfortable. So I don't recommend you go under that threshold. I don't recommend you move in with that threshold. I don't even recommend you have sex with that threshold.
Of course.
Like, you really having sex with somebody who can't pay child support if he get you pregnant?
Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. No.
Like, you know, but hey, you know, people do what they do. But if you know better, you know, you knew better, you do better.
Yeah, which is true. I just feel like, okay, yeah, if we're on the same level or we building for something more, okay, that's cool. But yeah, you right about that part. I can agree with that.
You gotta at least match me. That's my
Exactly.
you gotta at least I'm talking about pay. You gotta at least be
Yeah,
you gotta be at least where I'm at. Now, I'm not saying that there's no wiggle room for a little bit less.
About
But
10 to 15,000 less. I mean, you got to think about taxes. So it's not, you know.
I know, but I'm just preferably like 5.
Okay, cool.
Like if I'm making 50, I would like for you to be at either 45 or 55, like, you know, in the middle. So, because preferably I would like to be with somebody we can make 6 figures together, you know. So, because, you know, 6 figures, even though people say they want some.
So if you make 150, can he make 50?
If I make 150,
yeah.
Can he make 50?
Yeah.
A 50 is not that bad. So,
I mean, that's a 200 piece.
I know. I don't have a problem being the person who makes
somebody got to watch these kids, man.
Yeah, somebody got to watch them.
Well, somebody got to be around.
They got work from home jobs too. So men can do work from home job too. Watch the kids, pick them up.
They ain't paying that.
Paying $50,000? Yes, they are. You could be an intern and work at home. That's $50,000 right there.
I have to see it.
It's
man, nobody want to work from home. Shit, y'all want to argue and shit at home. Nobody want to stay there, stay in my cell. Hell no, I gotta get out of here.
But you can still have a $50,000. You can still have a $50,000 income, and you work 8 to 5, and you still the man taking the kids to school, picking them up, stuff like that. So it's still doable.
My thing is, like, this is kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. If I choose to pay 100% of all the bills and all the expenses, what are you doing with your money? Because I feel like
earlier that's not off topic. That's what I was saying earlier. You basically get a free check. So it's like should be the one saving the money. You should be the one investing.
That's why I don't think a woman should just get that. Because now if I'm paying all the bills, let's say Diamond is a 6-figure nigga. I make half of what Diamond made, right? Diamond's taking care of all the bills. But the money that I have, I'm putting the money towards our future retirement and 401s and all that. I'm investing my money since I'm not able to help as much with the bills. I'm trying to get the money on the back end. So maybe I can retire us before Diamond has to work 20 years in one stationary spot. Like shit like that, I can respect it if your money is going towards the family on the back end or however it is. But if you just want to keep your money so you can spend it on yourself, I don't understand why you need somebody to pay all your bills.
That's selfish. I think that's selfish.
I think that if they are like, if the other person is paying all the bills, that in my mind, that's essentials, right? So that's rent, light, gas, water,
Mhm.
car note,
Insurance
insurance.
cost, yeah,
The
all
other,
that.
yeah. So like the other person, I think if the other person is saving towards the future, the other person should also be able to do the
Yeah, the dates,
extracurricular stuff,
yeah,
right?
the dates, the
The date
vacations.
nights,
Yeah, he got that.
Disneyland.
He got that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Agreed.
But that's not what people want. They just, hey, you a man, come over here, pay all of these bills, and I'm gonna give you what I feel like giving you, and I'm gonna spend my money on me the way I want to spend my money on me,
Yeah, I don't like
and
that.
I get to and
That
I
just
just get
depends
to
on the
brag.
person. That
I get
depends
to
on the
brag
person.
to
You
my
got to know the person
homegirls.
you
Hey,
with. You got to know the person you with, and if that's the type of, if you know that's the type of person that you with, then you don't need to pay 100% of the bills. Period. But if
Mhm.
you know the type of person you with is gonna use that money to take care of the family on the back end for the future and pay for the date nights and the kids' extracurricular activities and Disneyland and vacations and birthday parties. If you know that's the type of thing that your other person is gonna spend their money on, then that's cool. But you gotta know the person that you with. And if the person you with only looking out for themselves and have that kind of mentality, then you don't need to be paying 100% of the bills because the bills are essentials. It's what you need to survive.
hmm,
And I
it's,
think you can figure that out in the beginning, the type of person that you with and what they like to spend their money on.
well, you
Um,
got all these people talking about. You even got mainly, middle-aged women kind of speaking on the dating scene is trash, and it's like, why are you still out here dating? You was been supposed to be out the game.
Well, everybody ain't out the game, so they still got a date.
Yeah, because they still think that just because I go underneath that knife and make them titties pops and get that ass fatter, that they just rejuvenated themselves into a 23-year-old. You still got the same software as your nasty self when you were saying that the dating pool is trash. Your dating pool is trash, but you still trying to get shit that's gonna get you more attention from trash individuals. Don't make sense.
Hmm.
Because at some point you got to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm the dating pool really isn't trash. I just don't know where to look because statistically speaking, 50% of black men are single and childless. Me being one of them. So if you keep on finding motherfuckers who got 5, 6 kids that they don't take care of, that's because you keep looking in the swamp. You're not in the dating pool.
You in a dating pool, you just in the wrong pool.
No, you in the swamp. It's gators, water moccasins, and gators. There's creatures in there. You don't want what's in the dating pool because if what's in the dating pool is somebody who's middle class, somebody who might be too big, somebody who might be too small, somebody who might be too short. That's what's in the dating pool. But they got better characteristics there because they come from a place of humility.
I can agree with that. I mean, I had to take a step back and realize for a long time too that I was in the wrong dating pool. And when I actually stepped outside of that norm, because I thought that it was normal for everybody, men and women, to have kids, at least one, right? I didn't think that there was many people out there who didn't. But when I took a step back and changed my mind frame, when I met my husband, I was like, you don't have no kids, you don't have this, because I was so stuck in what I thought was the norm, the normal dating pool. It's like that, when I went into the other pool, I was like, oh, okay, they do have something on that side. You know what I'm saying? That's normal too. So, I mean, I definitely agree. I 100% agree. based on personal experience. Because I was like, ain't no way this 25-year-old don't have no kids and no drama and baby mamas and child support, none of that. I was like, that exists.
Yeah, you
But
get
it was
you
because
get
I was so used of the other side. You know what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
gear
So
you
I
gearing up for
agree.
the trauma. You over here gearing up for the trauma.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm like, how many kids you got? That's the first question I started doing. None? None? Not one? Really?
man.
Where you been?
Like
I've been right here working. So yeah, I
invisible.
agree.
You've been
I agree.
walking past his ass every day, invisible as hell. Didn't even see him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
true. I was so used to what I
that's
thought was normal. So yeah, once I changed my mind frame, I was
like any woman who just walk around to be like the dating pool's trash. I immediately know they don't know what the fuck they doing. I immediately know you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're looking for. You don't even know what you want. Like that's because by that definition, we should all stop looking. Why are we still giving everybody chances if we believe that the dating pool is so trash? Like I seen somebody was like, I can't be with no man if he can't dress. Most men who can't dress don't go nowhere. So they don't really cheat. So, you gotta gotta take your wins, darling.
Because when they
So
start dressing, they start
because
wearing their cologne,
when
you're
we
gonna
step
wonder what they
by,
do.
well, damn,
where
why you
you
smelling
going?
like that? Where you
Yeah.
going?
Yeah.
Man,
You ain't
you
never
want
dressed for me like that.
like yeah, you want a hot commodity out here. All right, well you gotta deal with what come with it. Like, oh, if he can't dress, I can't. It's like, man, why you want to be seen so much? Like, do you want a sponsor or do you want a life partner?
That's
Well, I
true.
just sit back and everybody asks, why you single? Why you single? Why you single? Not I all tell them the same shit. Don't nobody want me. You lying. I'm gonna figure it out. You're not gonna figure it out. I ain't gonna tell you shit to figure out. That's another question I know. You don't know what the hell you doing. Why you single? Because if the dating pool's so trash, you should know why I'm single, right? That's why it's just like you just let people talk, and then you let them talk long enough, they date the same type of person over and over, the same person over and over. But we have a horrible definition. That's what black people do. Black people believe that we can just change the definitions of everything whenever we feel like it. Just update the definition of it. Broke used to be you have absolutely no money.
Yeah,
That
I
was
agree.
broke. Now broke is you don't have enough money to do what I want you to do.
It has definitely changed. I agree.
So, like I keep telling people, the man's job has never changed since the beginning of time. Y'all desires and y'all wants have changed tremendously, and it seems like every 3 months is something new. But y'all don't even understand at the disadvantage that men are coming in. We're not getting our own kids from y'all. We're not walking in a situation. Okay, cool. She a virgin. She childless and all that. Which ain't nobody really looking for no virgin. But I'm just saying, like y'all want more, and in return, the man get less.
Hmm.
So so men are choosing not to take raw deals anymore. And then men can't even. Everybody wants to give the man a safe place to talk. But the moment he talk, now he's sassy.
We're not about to have this conversation again.
No, but this is why men don't take it. This is why the majority of men don't take no woman seriously. Because y'all say one thing, but then whatever looks shiny and fun over there, y'all gonna go jump over there. So now, nah, that man just sassy. He might just be gay if he telling you how he feel about some things. Because it's never you. You can't do nothing wrong. You're a woman. You're amazing. Okay, cool. Like, and then he go step out on you. Now it's a problem. But like you said, I've been trying to share what was going on. Men are not finna sit up here, and every time you hit the corner, you're gonna hear that man say, "Hey, baby, we need to talk. Can we talk?" We not finna do all that.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard a man walk up to me and say, "Hey, we need to talk." I have never.
Because
Neither
we
me.
know what y'all gonna do. We know what y'all gonna do.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Well, I don't say nothing when you. So since we already
We
know
gonna
that's
make
where
it
the
about us.
conversation gonna
Basically,
go,
what you're saying? We gonna make it about us.
since we know where the conversation gonna go, there's no need to have it. And if it's real bad and you get desperate enough, you might start crying. Tug on his heartstrings a little bit. So it just
So what you're
depends, man.
saying is all women need Jesus, huh?
No, because I mean, I don't listen to him neither. So that ain't gonna do nothing. Nobody listen to him.
So how do we change that? How do we change that, Clean?
How
Since
do
we're
you
not
change
even
it?
given the benefit of the doubt that that's not how the conversation, just to play devil's advocate. How do we change that if you don't even give us the opportunity to have the conversation? Because you already know in your head, you said I already know where the conversation gonna go, so I'm not gonna say we need to talk.
Yeah,
How
because
do we change that since you got all the answers?
well, you're not gonna change it because a man don't just come with that. When he dealing with a man dealing with somebody brand new, he give you that clean slate. That's it. You get that clean slate. We done had multiple conversations that you done started, and the moment I tried to interject how I felt about some things, you doubled down on why you was doing something, and that what you was doing was because of something I was doing. So after you get a couple of that, you ain't finna do that shit all over again.
So once you get to that point, there's no use to even talking then, right? You should just go ahead and
No point. You know, he love you. He got a duty to you.
He's not
So
gonna talk to you.
you just not gonna get that side of because you just showed you don't deserve it. So why would he keep on trying to talk to you? And now shit, he's sassy now, so it's like shit. Well, I don't want to be called sassy, so I'm definitely not gonna talk to him.
who called you sassy before? Because I don't like that word.
Oh no, ain't nobody call me sassy. No, nobody
Sound
call
like
me.
you
Ain't nobody call me
traumatized
sassy.
over there.
Nah, man, I just read the comments and posts. I just look and see what the coach is doing, and that's the thing. But no, nobody call me sassy. I I got a couple of things I can call them. Like you can't talk to me and your background dirty. You gonna get oh, that's easy work. That is easy work. So I don't. Yeah. So the broke that not having enough money. Men are never happy. Don't no man want to feel like he can't provide for nobody. So for the most part, you don't really have to, you know, devalue that man or disrespect that man and tell him about himself because he most likely he tell himself about himself every day. So don't nobody care. Nobody really care about anything. It's just you just not man enough. Nobody's gonna take in consideration, hey, he was making this amount of money. It wasn't a lot of money, but he was taking care of everything, and y'all had spare time and spare money to go, indulge, going on dates, but then hey, what he was making got hit with inflation. So now it ain't the same no more. So now instead of understanding that, you just like, nah, you need to just go make some more money, my boy. Which is cool. And everybody it's only our people though. It's only black people. Only our people are having this conversation about finances. Because I guess our women believe that no man should flip a burger. No man should turn the lights off at when everybody leave. Nobody should sweep a floor. Nobody should work for the city. Nobody should, for some fucking reason, our women are the only women who's only shooting for something they never had. So cool. You lay concrete. How much you make doing that? Like, are you the owner? Like, are you building a franchise with this? Like, you have to go through a whole interview stage for saying where you work. Because just being an employee, oh nah, you need to go up to corporate.
Well, good talk, y'all. I gotta get these kids ready for school, though. No, but I mean, for the first time, I actually agree with everything you say, Clee.
She said
And
for the
You
first
disagree.
time. Don
When do you disagree?
said for the first time. Okay.
When did
Yeah,
you
I
ever
agree.
disagree, man?
I agree with you. I agree with everything you said. So it's just the world we live in. But my big question was, how do you change it? And the simple answer was, you can't, huh?
You can't. You can't. The only way to change it is for y'all to be okay with living minimal. Like y'all have to understand that it's actually programmed in men to want more, especially when he has a woman. He would like to give her as much as he can possibly give, but he can't catch up to your desires if he not there. If you didn't meet him at your desire, you can't upgrade it and think he's gonna just catch up to it. That don't work like that. So you just don't, because y'all ain't gonna never stop wanting. And that's fine. That's fine. You want whatever it is that you want. Everybody's entitled to whatever their desires is, whatever it is that they want. But nobody's telling the truth about what they want, because they know if they say it out loud, it's gonna sound very shallow. You're not praying for a good man. You're praying for a rich one, because that's good to you. See, good is subjective. If a man take me and my kids, take care of all the business, that's a good man. Even though y'all won't say it out loud, but we all know somebody who's in that situation and they going through the worst shit, but they will not leave.
Yeah.
They got what they want. Man with some money that took you in with the kids, and he put some money on you. He also do a whole lot of shit that you're not gonna, be proud of.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So that's just, yeah, you can't change it. You can't change it. Everybody's not gonna be a millionaire. Everybody ain't gonna get six figures. Most of these people, majority not gonna even have a retirement to even retire. So it's, nobody knows, nobody cares, nobody want to talk about anything, nobody want to have real conversation. If I met you in too much debt to help me with my bills, why would I agree to a relationship with you if I'm a woman? And if I'm a man, if she's too fast for me and she want too much and I'm not comfortable with spending that much money, it might not even be the fact that I don't have it. It might just be I'm not used to spending large sums of money, and I might be very conservative about money. And if she too fast for you, you gotta turn her loose. Because you built this plan for a reason. You doing this for a reason. So if you go against what you built up, I mean, she didn't help you build it. All she can do is help you destroy it.
Dang.
She don't care about it. She don't care about it like you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That man might have grew up in a broken home, poor, rats, roaches all through the house. Now that he got money, he don't even know how to spend it. He just never had. So it is what it is. So all this glitz and glamour and all that shit don't it don't move him the way it move you.
Yeah.
So, but nobody asks that. It's just, hey, a real man gonna spend this. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. He gonna love me and love my kids the same, and this, that. Like, but what is a real woman gonna do?
A real woman gonna support her man. You're gonna be right there to support him.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on cheerleading, so you can keep on getting that money to spend on me.
No, that's not what I meant. And you know that's what I meant.
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard. That's not what I
That's
said.
what I heard.
That's not what I said.
It's cool.
A woman who is, I'm not going to use the term real, but a woman who is desiring a relationship and understands the goal in mind for the household and for the family will do what is necessary in order to continue to build the family. She won't be tearing it down or going in the opposite direction of what the goal is. So any woman who's aspiring to be in a relationship or who's in a relationship should know that at this point, anything that is, I can't remember who brought up the scenario on one of the other podcasts, but if a man is building a home and you're steadily taking the bricks down, you're not helping. You're not helping the cause. Was that you, Clee, that said that? Was that you?
No, that was Joe.
Oh, okay. Well, she was right about that. You can't be going against the dream at the same time while he's trying to build it up, and vice versa. You can't. If the woman is the one with the dream, the man can't be going in the opposite direction, because you know a woman is going to drop a man real quick if he's going in the opposite direction of what she's trying to get to. So she always going to be like, you know what, it's not working. It's not working. And going to leave.
This is true. At some point, they don't leave right away, but at some point.
But at some point, I believe if a woman is making more money, she'll probably leave quicker. If she's making more money and bringing it in, she'll probably leave quicker because she already has a foot to, you know. She don't need to build up to get out. She just gonna go.
You shouldn't even bother that man.
That's true.
You done told all your homegirls you ain't dating nobody that ain't making more than you. What did you dating him for? Like, for what? What did you dating that man for? Kiki, you over there silent. What's up?
I'm just taking everything in. I'm agreeing to a lot of what Tierney just said.
She a newborn baby. We can't just push her out there. You know, she is new. She new to this. We true to this. We got.
I ain't pushing her out nowhere. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, I'm just
giving perspective.
The law of the land, you know, getting the law of the land. So, if I decide to come back next time, then.
Did you say if?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
That should be a win, but okay.
Oh, when I come back. Oh, so
he said if.
She said if she decides.
Oh no, I wasn't given a choice last time. I had to commit to 2 times, 2 to 3 times a month. I wasn't given an option. Look, I was putting some food up, but I heard her say if.
Donna came off of mute.
So, any last words before we close this thing out?
Nah, I ain't got
no last words. I appreciate y'all for letting me jump on again. Well, I wasn't really given a choice, but so there's that. It's always fun hearing
we appreciate you. We appreciate
hearing different perspectives. You know, I thought Cleve was just go about pissing people off every day, but this is a good topic. I appreciate it.
We had this discussion.
We had this discussion at your birthday dinner.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Only people get pissed off that do not like the truth.
Oh, everybody's truth is different, Clee. Everybody lives their own truth.
And that's why everybody's delusional.
Yeah. You got a point there.
Like, we just made it okay for you to just make up shit in your head and call it the truth.
That's true. That's the world we live in. I
Change
agree
the
with that.
definition. We changed the
Yeah.
definition.
So we
Well, good
good for
night,
that.
y'all. I appreciate it.
All right, Diamond.
Bye, Diamond.
Bye.
So y'all got some last words before we get up out of here all together?
I just thank y'all for letting me, get a chance to experience this for the first time. I can admit I was a little bit nervous and I should have been, but simple conversation. But y'all are good people.
We all right, huh?
And
You
yeah,
you,
Yeah,
you
man.
came in
Okay.
on a little heated one. It's never been this it's never been this heated before. So you came in.
I'm feeling it out right now. Like,
My
okay,
look, my thing is
my facial
this.
expressions like,
My
okay.
my thing is this, and this is my stance on it. This is for anybody. Males, females, whatever you identify with. This is the thing. Do not get on this camera and act like we don't know what's really going on with you. Like, that go. I tell this to males that want to come, the males that want to get on this show, and I know that they don't work, and I know that they cheating on a woman that's taking care of them. I tell them off top, man, I'm not gonna let you just talk how you want to talk. I don't care if you think you taking up for men talking about women, nigga. You not a part of this situation here. You are beneath the threshold. I tell that to men. So I'm definitely not finna sit up here and let anybody just come up here and just start speaking on 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 some old hypocritical terms. And it's like, yeah, that don't go like that. That's for me though. Y'all, I can't, everybody not like me and everybody not gonna be, but what I say is documented. It can go back. It can be rewatched. I don't have to sit up here and make nothing up. That shit was just, it was what it was, but it's cool. I ain't got no problem. Shit. But for my last little words, look, man, if you a woman, you need to date your patience. And what I mean by that, if your patience is short for 40, 50, 60,000, don't date 40, 50, 60,000. If you got six-figure patience, you need to date only people that got six figures. Don't grab him and try to update him, turn Urkel into Stefan. That ain't you. That man gotta want that for himself. So if your patience is so low, you feel like you gotta build the man from scratch, you don't need to date no man making 30, 40, 50, 60, or $70,000. You need 95 on up before overtime. Y'all don't want the men, y'all don't want to build with men, y'all want finished products. Even though you coming into the relationship broken with all this baggage, you will still want a finished product. That's why you have to deal with what you have to deal with when that man got power and that man got money. Because he know what you here for. Men that got some real power and some money, they're not worrying about no woman coming in there like, oh, I know she here for me. No, we you might love them, but it's a survival thing. And that's across the board. Men take pride in the things that they create. They survived off something they created. Y'all would like to survive off y'all man and off the family. But that man gotta take care of you and he gotta take care of his kids. He's supposed to. Everybody don't do it, but I don't feel like I need to keep on saying what everybody don't do. We already know this is across the board. Just like we all know y'all want to get married. We don't need to have a conversation about how long it's gonna be before we get engaged. Now you forcing the marriage to happen that's probably not gonna last because you wanted it more than he did. When the man find a woman, when that man find that woman, is gonna be organic. He's gonna want to do that. But if you just doing it, he just might fold just because he don't want to argue with you. We just had this conversation a couple of days ago with somebody who's non-confrontational in a situation. He just don't want to argue, so he deal with the dumb shit. So let that shit happen organically. Stop You telling that man you not waiting all this time to get married, to me, that's the same thing as proposing. You might well ask him to marry you. If he say no, just move around. Let's get straight to it. If you don't want your time played with, fuck all the gender roles. Just go straight to it. Say, look, I like you. I love you a lot. I like what we got going. I love our situation. I love our family. Hey, will you marry me? If he say no, cool. I got to move around. That's it. Because that, to me, to me, that's the same thing as, hey, how long it's gonna be until you propose to me? Because I'm not gonna be waiting all this long. Like, if you tell me some shit like that, what makes the proposal even special when I ask you? You told me when to do it. I got 3 years. What's special about this? Because it's not special to me. Because I was on a time clock to do it. So I had to rationalize, hey, well, how long is it going? How long I'm gonna wait? I ain't getting no younger. We got kids together. I'm trying to live right by God. We just try to find something to make us okay with the fact that we feel like we, been forced or to do something that we wasn't ready to do. Or felt like we wanted to be with this person, but she's not ready to be my wife. She ain't done a couple of things to have me sold on it yet. But I only got 3 years, so I say, if you got to do all that, you might as well ask him to marry you. If he say no, get up out of there. And if you a man, if you ask that woman to marry you, she say no, get out of there. You only ask her once. What are you doing? Why you keep asking this woman to marry you? So everybody want to build, right? So I might not got it right now, but I can marry you, and we can get it later, because we building, right? So ask her. She say no, leave her. If the proposal for the woman is taking too long, ask that man if he want to marry you. He say no, not right now. This ain't the right time. Leave him. That way you ain't gonna be complaining about how much time you done wasted. Just get in and get out. But if that man had a certain amount of money, you'll be his girlfriend for so long. so long.
An endless.
Mm-hmm.
Endless girlfriend.
So an endless girlfriend who probably signed a prenup and everything. So long. Gotta minimize the risk, man. Just minimize the risk. Like I say, date your patience. If you ain't got 40,000 a year patience, because according to the people, it don't matter if they make it or not. They just want what they want. So if you ain't got them type of middle class patience, don't date middle class. I don't care if it take you until you get 60 years old to find somebody who got 6 figures. Stick with your morals. Stick with your standard. You want 6 figures. Don't stop until you get it. Don't even have sex with middle class men. They are beneath you, darling. When you get that 6-figure man, that thing better fit like a new condom. And with that, I bid y'all good night.
Bye. About to start talking crazy.
Oh, y'all have a good one, man. We out. Thank y'all for visiting Visual Prowess. We'll be back, Friday? Possibly right. Sunday. Friday and Sunday, possibly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you, Kate, for coming on.
Of course. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, man. We out.
Bye.